over a year, Kotey and Elsheikh were held in Iraq by the U.S. military under the law of armed conflict. I'm pleased to confirm that they are now in FBI custody and will soon appear in federal court in the Eastern District of Virginia.
Well, Toby Cadman is an international human rights lawyer and joins us now from The Hague in the Netherlands. Toby, great to see you. I know that you're representing the family of James Foley, who was killed by this Islamic State group. So what's your reaction to the news that these two particular men are now going to be standing trial in the US?
Well, I think it's hugely important that they are standing trial. There has been a great deal of discussions over certainly the past 12 months between the British and the American authorities. And there has been a great deal of cooperation between the two states to ensure that these individuals stand trial. And I think the Department of Justice National Security Division has been working to identify the ways that they can satisfy the UK Supreme Court decision, which resulted in the provision of the insurance on the death penalty, to make sure that they could use the evidence that was in the possession of the UK authorities. So I think it's important that this process has gone forward, and it's important that they're going to stand trial in a civilian court, and the death penalty is not going to apply, which is certainly what the Foley family have campaigned for some time.
Right, and this group, dubbed the Beatles because of their British accents. I mean, this was a really notorious group involved in some terrible crimes, abductions and murders of UK and US journalists and aid workers.
Absolutely, and obviously, in addition to James Foley, there are three other US citizens and two UK citizens that they are alleged to have brutally murdered. And so it's quite right that they stand trial for that. I mean, it has been a long and difficult campaign to ensure that they are brought to trial, and that they will be brought to trial in a civilian court. I mean, there were concerns, obviously, if they remain in custody in Iraq, or if they're taken to a military court, which was not what the families, certainly not what the Foley family wanted to see. So I think it is important. It's an important landmark that has been reached in getting them to Virginia, as we understand, and they'll be produced for a US federal court, and they will stand trial for their crimes.
Can I just ask you a little bit about what's happened up until this point? These two men were stripped of their British citizenship in 2018. As I understand it, they've been held in Iraq since then. Is that because they don't have any citizenship anywhere else they could have been held?
Well, as you've heard from the Assistant US Attorney General, they've made it quite clear that they consider these individuals to have been detained under the laws of war. I don't support the UK in stripping them of their citizenship. I think that the UK has to take responsibility for its citizens, and if they have committed crimes of this kind, then they should be returned to the UK and stand trial. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to happen. They were stripped of their citizenship. They do have the right to obtain citizenship in their countries of birth, and so that decision was taken by the UK government to strip them of their citizenship. And so then the UK had then worked with the US authorities to ensure that the evidence that was in their possession was provided to the US authorities in accordance with law and in accordance with the UK Supreme Court decision.
Toby, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Toby Cadman there.